Morning all. I put a post on yesterday talking about the double standards in our justice system and the two-tier justice that we seem to be having, and the latest outrage in that two-tier justice system. So the Sentencing Council has put forward a recommendation that in pre-sentencing reports, which is the report that is given to a judge before he passes sentence on someone, and they have to take account of certain characteristics of people. So, for example, if they're a certain age, if they're younger people, if they have disabilities, if they're a sole carer for a child, etc., etc. There are various grounds why a judge would have to take notice of things before he passes sentence. And the Sentencing Council has recommended that new guidelines be issued, which says that judges should take account of people's race, ethnic background, cultural background, and religious background. So essentially what they're saying is people from different races, different ethnicities, different background cultures, or different religions potentially will be given shorter sentences, which essentially is clearly going to prejudice and be going against the majority of the country, if you like. Now, Shabana Mahmood, who is the Justice Minister, has come out and gone, oh, that's nothing to do with us. The Sentencing Council are completely independent. That isn't a government ruling, and we don't believe that that should be done. But Robert Jenrick, the Conservative Justice Minister, has come back to that and said, no, you're gaslighting. The Sentencing Council is independent of government. It is an independent body, and it is a recommendation that they have put forward. It's not yet government policy. But in that meeting, he's seen the minutes of the meeting with the Sentencing Council, and the government had representatives at that meeting, and at no stage during that meeting did they raise any objections. Did they discuss this matter? Did they say it was wrong? Did they push back against it? They just went along with it completely. So if people hadn't noticed this, if people hadn't drawn attention to it, it's very, very likely that the government would have just adopted these measures and passed them into law. And then we really would have had two-tier justice based on people's race, ethnic background, their culture, their religion, etc. Now, because attention has been drawn to this, because Shabana Mahmood, the government and the Labour Party have been caught out, it's not going to happen, or I very much doubt it will happen, which is a great thing. But be under no illusion, if this hadn't been spotted, they'd have put it through. They'd have just waved through the recommendations from the Sentencing Council. We know that because the government representatives sat in on the meeting and didn't try and change anything, didn't say anything. The minutes are there. It's undeniable. They're lying yet again. And luckily this time they've been caught out.